Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Zackary here, bringing you another Minecraft Let's Build an Airbase episode. We are on episode 10 of the series and continuing to make progress on the world. Crazy to think we're already at 10 episodes. Seems like we just started the base, and honestly, I have so much inspiration to keep building it. I cannot wait to see how far we take this base, and it's definitely blown my other base out of the water in terms of just detail and size and and basically this less time than I'd spent on the other base and all that. So I'm really happy with the progress for it. I think this base is going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait to continue working on it. So thank you all for the continued support on the series, and I'm glad you guys are all enjoying it as much as I am building it. Now, in this episode, we didn't really do too much in terms of like crazy new builds or anything like that, but it's more of kind of a stepping stone, or kind of like the foundations for what are going to be really awesome additions and really detailed jam-packed areas. This also was a stepping stone in the direction to start getting into kind of like leisure and dormitory type buildings, which are going to be located kind of on the other side of a main road that's going to kind of divide the, I guess, like the tarmac and all the utility buildings related to the actual base itself, and then get into dormitories and administration buildings and stuff like that. Some stuff that's not going to be right up against the tarmac, and that's what we were trying to go for, with trying to kind of build a little bit of a stepping stone or a little bridge out into that area. So we're really close to actually being able to get that in, and when we have the main road in, we can start having a look at entrances and all kinds of cool stuff, and it really opens up our possibilities for what we can work on with the base. So to kind of go ahead and cover what we really did in this episode, it was overall pretty simple and straightforward stuff. So to begin with, I basically went ahead and built a small little warehouse here. I felt this area would be too plain if I just left it open. So I decided to put in a nice little warehouse. It's obviously nothing special. It's just a really simple building. A few garage doors or big doors that can open up, and some doors and stuff like that. Overall, a really, simple looking build, but it fills in the space nicely and goes with the style. And it's right here next to the little, supply or the maintenance facility for the little tow tractors and stuff like that. So it worked out pretty good. I'm overall pretty happy with the way that came out. Now, going ahead and continuing on, we have a gate that's been in place here, so it kind of goes along with the gate that was originally right here with the tow tractors. Runs alongside here. We got a sliding gate here that opens up, obviously, and currently it's closed. So pretty cool, lots of detail kind of went into it. So crazy how much detail you can pack into such a small little space there, but yeah, a little fence there. And then this area right here. Now this area, I kind of contemplate what I wanted to do. I was like, do I want to just put parking lots here? Do I want to do something special with it? And ultimately I decided, you know what, let's put a kind of larger, I guess, maintenance vehicle or utility vehicle kind of depot, I guess. So this here will have obviously the garages and warehouses to kind of work on utility vehicles. However, it will also kind of serve as a kind of huge, I guess one of the main depots here to service these vehicles. There will be smaller little subsections that kind of specialize in the vehicles, but this is where like vehicles that are too much for little repair shops to do oil changes or change a tire or whatever, this is where they go. So you got lots of spots here which are going to be filled with a bunch of different airport related junk. So basically some tow tractors of different various sizes, tugs, maybe 4x4 or 2x4 vehicles and stuff like that. Anything that you would really think that would be servicing airplanes or servicing the airport will be piled up here in basically kind of like almost like a scrapyard type design, but it's going to be kind of messy but organized at the same time, so if that makes any sense. So you guys might remember a similar design to this back on the previous base, where I was kind of doing something kind of similar to it, where we have these little kind of areas, these not really garages but just kind of little sheltered areas where you can put in different vehicles and stuff like that would be waiting repairs or something like that. And we're also gonna have some junk thrown in the back here, so it's gonna be a really detailed area and it's gonna look really good. Obviously you can see it's not very taken care of, got a little bit of overgrowth into this area and all that stuff. So it's going to be full of junk right here, and it's going to be pretty fun to make, because just throwing a bunch of crap in such a small area just can really, be pretty cool, especially if it's done well. And then there's going to be pretty much a big double kind of, facility, 2 garages type deal where they do a lot of the repairs, and probably a little bit more storage over here on this side. And then when that area is all done, we're going to be going ahead and having a large F-35 hangar, and also a bunch of different kind of parking spaces for the F-35s with the covers and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to look really nice. It's going to be a really nice looking hangar, super modernized, and a lot of the F-35. So that's kind of the direction we're heading with the base, going that way. So with that all kind of covered, we also have a parking lot. So now some of you guys may recognize this parking lot. This was actually copied and pasted from the original military base. So I really like the fact that we're kind of keeping the original military base somewhat in the loop in terms of, like, you know, some of the different you know, assets from it, I guess you can say. Obviously it's been revamped a little bit to fit with the base a little bit more, but for the most part, it's pretty much the copied and pasted you know, roads here and parking spaces. So I really like the way it came out. It's pretty nice. You got the roads here that obviously connect up to the security checkpoint here. And right here, we're also going to have another security checkpoint. So this is kind of more for, like, the, you know, drivers, you know, people driving their cars into this area parking. You know, they just check to make sure that they have the clearance to park here. And then this is kind of like the more, you know, heavy-duty security checkpoint when trying to actually go into the go out into the tarmac and be able to have access to that area out there. So a little kind of like a double security system, I guess you can say here. This one a little bit more basic and a little bit more laxed in terms of, you know, just making sure you have a military ID and, you know, driving and parking over here in this area. And yeah, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And then we have you know, some sidewalks here for obviously, you know, being able to walk and be able to walk in and, you know, get clearance, check through this area right here, that checkpoint. Got sidewalks and stuff like that that go all the way around here. You know, pretty nice. It's just nice, simple detailing, and it wasn't anything major. And, you know, I know probably a lot of you were like, oh, you do parking lots for this time lapse, that's amazing, you know, like, that's so great. Obviously, clearly sarcasm there, but it's, you know, something that's a step in the right direction. Obviously, this stuff is, you know, not going to be the most interesting, but my goal for this base was to kind of show you guys, you know, the interesting parts, and also the parts that aren't going to be super interesting. And this is one of those parts where, you know, it's not the most interesting, but we did get, you know, a good foundation. And, you know, part of doing a Let's Build is showing you the process of how we got to where we're at. So lots of progress in terms of setting up the area. And then over here, we're going to have the main road that's going to go ahead, probably be a 4-lane road. It's going to run along here, and we'll have this kind of flow in and connect up to that and all that stuff. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the base in general, or basically this episode in general. Hope you guys did enjoy. As always, leave your comments, suggestions, all that stuff down in the comments below. If you guys have any suggestions, of course, let me know. I'm looking forward to hear what you guys have to say, and obviously all feedback is much appreciated, as it helps me add on to the base with your ideas and stuff, and, you know, stuff that I didn't even think of. So anyways, that's gonna do for this video. Thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett204, and I'll see you guys next time.